Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to replace some of the gaskets on the sunroof. I have two new door gaskets and also a trunk gasket that I got off eBay. They're not OEM parts. It was some kind of an aftermarket company from, I forget what country. I'll link it in the description. But it seemed to be a pretty good price for all three of those gaskets. I'll show you here in a minute, but we kind of have some issues with the gaskets. It's a 25-year-old car. What can you expect? So, let's go ahead and get started, all right? So the sunroof gasket, I can always hear kind of like a whistling sound from the front of it. This is the package. Let's see, where'd it come from? Istanbul. Where's that? Turkey? Yeah, I think it came from Turkey. They opened you. Why are you not just open it? All right. Front door, so that's Eisentech. Got installation manual. It's also the front door. Tailgate. Well, hopefully that's trunk. And that must be the sunroof, which is the only one that I really cared about at first. Okay, so this has some kind of double-sided tape on it. It just gives you some kind of general instructions right there. Let me see where this seal even is. I think it's pretty sure it would mount to the car and not to like the part that slides. So I think it's this here, not like this piece. The funny thing though is this is actually like a felt, where this is definitely rubber. Although I guess it's kind of a felt on the inside. So, okay, there's where it, like in the center right there is a gap. And I think it's gonna be the same thing. Just a different material. And what a lot of people don't necessarily realize is that your sunroof is gonna leak into the car, but you have drain channels right there. You can see that hole. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but like right down in there, there's a hole. And if you ever have water backing up in your car, or if you see like the A-pillars or this area up here is getting wet, you probably have a blockage in those. Actually, you can see them on that side real easily from this angle. This hole right here. That hole right there. There's one of those on either side. There are actually ones on the back too, but they should be here and they go down in the rear pillars, but we don't really ever have issues with them clogging up because they're not like exposed as much. If you park your car under a tree or something like that, that really is terrible for a lot of things, but especially for your sunroof getting clogged up. You'll just have debris all in here. This is like the channel where the water will run into and then drain out. So this is not, basically my point to this is the fact that this is not like a rubber seal to like make sure that this thing doesn't leak a drop doesn't surprise me, because there's always water getting in there, and the car is designed to channel it down through the pillars and down to the bottom of the car. This should just peel off. It's going to be stuck on with some like glue or double-sided tape. Let me see if I can get some pliers. All right, let's see if I can do this without scratching anything. Yeah. get started. Yeah, and then I'll just have to kind of scrape off the excess residue, whatever you want to call it. Up here in the front, I'm probably got to push this little flap down, wind deflector. Oh, see, right there, it isn't glued anymore. This is right in the area that I was hearing the whistle sound. It's always really nice when you find a definite like reason that you know that whatever you're doing to fix something is going to fix the thing, and that clearly was probably my problem right there, because it seemed like it was, you know, fitting fairly tightly along the actual roof panel. Yeah, this side too. Probably was leaking on this side too. I just don't sit over here. Alright, so that is the old one, and yeah, you can kind of see they look like the same concept. I think I've got the opposite end of it. I'm going to do this end of it to look the same. Yeah, but this one definitely will probably have a lot more flexibility to it. It'll take up a little bit more space, and also it'll seal against the body. So now we're just going to have to figure out how to get this off, which I think a razor blade is going to probably be the best bet. I'm going to play around with it a little bit and see what I think works the best, and then I'll kind of come back and let you know. So I would say that the razor blade does work pretty well, but you sometimes just may have to come back and get it like a second time. You want to be careful right here over top of the painted panel, so you don't scratch it below. It's easier if I'm kind of holding the razor blade like this, but you can't see it. So I'm going to do the best I can here. If you push pretty hard to the back, you can scrape most of it off, and then we'll just figure out what works best to get off that last little bit that you can't get with the razor blade. Although I have a feeling that this is going to be good enough. All right, guys, so I've been chipping away at it here. I got that side over there pretty good. I'm going to come back over here and just kind of scrape a little bit more off around this side, and then I'm just going to basically just clean it really good with some glass cleaner, and I'm going to call that good. You could definitely get some, I would think, like goof off or something if you really wanted to get all of this off. I'm kind of working against a possible storm coming over here, so I mean, yeah, I could pull it in the garage, but I have to move cars out and all that. So I'm going to just go ahead and continue scraping this a little bit better to get a little bit more like that, which is pretty much fine, and I'm going to call that good. Oh yeah, a little tip: if you just kind of lay your pliers in there like that, you can hold this wind deflector thing down. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and say it's good enough. I wiped it all down with some glass cleaner there, and let's just make sure we get it the right way. So this little lip should be up. It kind of folds over the top a little bit, which would mean that I would have to start it, because the other one was in the middle, in the back of the middle is where it started. Probably doesn't really matter if it's perfect. It kind of seems like this little double mark here is the middle, the center. I'm just gonna peel back some of that. Try to get that started. I'm gonna come around that side. Not really sure what the best way is. I'm just gonna kind of do it a few inches at a time and just kind of keep it as straight as I can. Just to try to push that lip up over the edge. Move my pliers over there. Just make sure we get it to stick really good in the corners, especially. That's where it was leaking before. That like top lip does give you like a good guide, you know, for keeping it relatively flat. I guess we'll see how good the length of it is. I mean, I don't know if I have to trim this or what. Alright, so I gotta cut that. I wonder if I can use this razor blade. Yep. All right. I mean, it looks pretty good. I guess we'll have to see how the roof closes. Wow, that was interesting. The spray can started just like vibrating off of the roof. And just while you're in here, I actually, I'll do this in a minute, but a good thing to do as just maintenance on your sunroof is to clean all this dirt and old oil and grease out of these tracks, and then just lay down. One guy said use silicone spray because it doesn't attract grease, or dirt I should say. I may try that, but I feel like just a thin little bit of, like, I don't know, lithium grease or something might work too. But let's go ahead and see how the roof closes. There's a couple of uneven places. All right, a little bit of a tight fit back here. It does go up though. I mean, it does close. What's on the radio? It's not perfect. I might be able to tweak it a little bit. Yeah. Might not be perfect, but hopefully it'll be better than it was. Well, at least it opens easily. Sometimes I'll like hang up on this and it doesn't let it go down, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much the idea. You might be better at getting it even than I am. It's not quite flat. Might be able to do a little bit with that, but I'm just gonna leave it be. So yeah, you may want to just, I don't know, I'm not sure what the best angle or best method of attack for getting it as straight as you can. But that is it installed, guys. So hopefully I was able to teach you a little something. We kind of did it together. I haven't done this particular type of seal before, and I'm sure the next time I did one, it probably would be a little bit straighter. Hopefully yours will be also. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if this video did help you out. I really would appreciate it. And also just subscribe to the channel. It's totally free, and it really helps me out a lot getting the videos out to more people. Sorry, guys. Thanks again. Take care.